issue. So we don't have to restrain ourselves to questions, though.
Yes. Well, great. Hi, everyone. I'm here in the main box office at the Fringe Grounds with actually my very favorite Fringe.
That's nice.
Well, you are one of our favorite, well, my favorite Fringe artists from the United Kingdom, Jem Rolls.
Hi. And hello, Heidi. Nice
Hello,
to see
Jem.
you.
Nice to see
It's
you.
been
A year.
50 weeks.
Yes, it's
and
been
probably 50 weeks and 2 days, something like that.
About that,
Yeah.
and it's
Okay.
been a while because last year you were in the venue 8.
I was,
Yeah, just over there. You were doing. You had done the repeat of
The Walk in the Snow.
no, which I liked it because you added about 10-15 minutes
I
to
did,
it.
yes.
And see, I noticed that.
Right,
Because
okay.
I saw the show before.
Yeah, I had extra facts.
Yes, which is good.
Yeah.
And like I've always said, I always learn something from your shows because
Okay.
you do a lot of research into what.
I did for those, yes.
Yes, and-
This show entailed an entirely different kind of research. This one, because I'm doing a show about spending 2 years marooned on a beach in India, which I did by spending 2 years marooned on a beach
And
in India.
that was because we all got stuck with COVID-19.
It does, yes,
And
the pandemic.
Fringe in 2020 got shut down.
Yeah.
And I was blessed to be the only volunteer that actually got my 20 hours in before we shut down.
Okay.
So I got that year's spin.
Excellent.
So-
'Cause I was kind of there. I could see it all coming from about January, but none of them
Yeah.
were going to be any of
We
the
knew
fringes.
something was coming.
Yeah,
but
and that it was all stuffed. So that was 2 years off. But yes, so I did thorough. You can't do more thorough research
No,
for a show
but-
than I did. You know, 'cause
but
I
here-
did that sitting on the beach. Think,
But here's
over
the-
here we
here's
have a
the- okay,
Swedish
so-
trombonist coming our way.
I just wanted to say hello, and I would.
We're doing.
How are you?
This is Heidi.
Hi, we're
volunteer
doing a
at the-
YouTube interview.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
Hello, he's awesome.
It's impossible to have for any conversation to go from start to end without being derailed in some way.
That's true.
Personally, I don't finish any of the conversations that I started, and I don't start any ones that I end up finishing.
Yeah,
And at
exactly.
the end of the summer, you've basically got the scattered remnants of bits of unfinished, unbegun, other bits, no middle or beginning or end, conversations all over the place. And over here we have Alex Dallas, the only person who's done more fringes than me.
Well,
There is.
but here's the question. But why
Yep.
did you call it Maximum Crusoe?
It's essentially
Jem
because
Rolls, I'm going away, I'm coming back.
I'm being filmed here.
Yes, I'm interviewing him on my YouTube channel.
Oh, congratulations! I had no idea you were a YouTube star.
Well, we're making him one now.
Fantastic, congrats.
See you later.
But why call it
I told you.
maximum?
Did I tell you? Well,
No.
because I was kind of a maximum. I was marooned there, and I grew this beard.
Yes.
And this beard happens really without terribly trying on the beach.
Well, because
And I had the look.
I'm used to seeing you clean shaven.
Also, but this is partly of what the show. I mean, because the thing about my experiences there, I became a guru, a young Indian kind of whiz kid appointed
Yes.
me as his spiritual master. Which might sound a little ridiculous, Heidi, but just because it's ridiculous doesn't mean it didn't happen.
No,
he did
because
happen.
I
and the point
tried
is,
to picture it. And I can't.
because if you think of Robinson Crusoe is extremely resourceful.
Yes.
Yeah, then he kind of builds things, finds things, gets things
Kinda
done.
like a MacGyver.
And I'm not remotely like that. You know, all I did is basically I got a good beard.
Yeah,
I
you
got
had a
the
good
Robinson
beard
Crusoe.
out of the
But the
deal.
thing is that maybe it's that Maximum Crusoe is actually the name of me and Mattoon was his name, and me and Mattoon have got a buddy movie. And then the name of that buddy movie is, like Butch Cassidy.
He's a Sundance Kid, yeah.
Yeah, but we are, so basically together we are Maximum Crusoe. And he used lockdown to create an algorithm for the financial markets, which is going to make it millions of dollars. And there's a small chance that within 10 years, let's face it, I'm 61, I'll be living on an island somewhere, bought with the proceeds of Mattoon's fabulous algorithm, which he created under the auspices of his spiritual master. Don't laugh, moi.
Yes. So, but okay. So you're stuck on a beach
Yeah.
in India
Yeah,
during the pandemic.
yeah.
What'd you learn from it?
What did I learn? Well, I learned to stop. I learned to slow down. Never been very good at slowing down.
No,
you know,
you're
I've
like
always been,
me.
I've
You're
been
like
really good.
me. It's
I've
like
always
go,
been
go,
really
go.
good at having another coffee and keeping going even faster, and accelerating through the months, particularly into the prairies, really. But so I would say the main thing I learned was to stop, because each day was really like the last. Tomorrow was like today, was like yesterday. And I often didn't know what day it was unless there was English football, and I often didn't know what month it was. And because it just all merged.
It all blended together.
You know, February, March, January. Really, what is the difference? So I would say that the main thing was that, but I'm not sure it was in terms of kind of learning explicit things. It was just completely different to everything else. I'd spent quite a bit of time on this beach before, but just the endlessness and the fact that the endlessness was fine, and I just really wanted it just to keep going. I mean, I could have left after 3 months, 6 months, or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just preferred the idea of staying there, and none of the fringes were going to happen in any meaningful way. So the point was, I might as well just stay there. And as a lot of people said, I mean, people had very mixed pandemic experiences, and the people who are in cities have had the roughest time.
Yes, we did.
And I think, people, Toronto, Montreal, Ottawa, people were goddamn miserable. But people in the countryside, wherever, kind of had it easier. And it's just basically, could you get out? And I never worried. I often forgot when they did have proper lockdown. You weren't supposed to go out. I kept forgetting. And I go for a 2-hour walk, wondering where is everyone? Oh yeah, and
they're locked down.
And it was, and also it's a very nice place to be. I mean, it's India, so India everywhere's normally really, really busy.
Busy, yes.
And this was, and it just kind of the place kind of chilled out, and the beaches, was just kind of often just be me on the beach, but then the town was pretty calm as well, and it's a very holy. Within Hinduism, it's a very important place.
Yes.
Shiva's soul is there under the big temple, and this was all it's a great place to be. So did I learn anything explicit? I don't know. And there's also just the fact of getting on with people. I kind of became, in a sense, part of a village and part of an extended family. The Gowders were like kind of my hosts, and I always felt that they'd look after me if anything got tricky, you know, and they're just very straight up, respectable person. And the bizarre thing is that in Gokana, compared to the other foreigners, like a bunch of stoners and conspiracies, I was the respectable one. And this is part, yes, I know.
I'm sorry. I've known you for too long. That's why
I was the respectable one. And basically, in a sense, I always did everything I said. I said I would. Always paid money on time, and didn't really give them any grief. So, so it was a pretty easy way of getting on. But yes, there's also the fact that because apparently, Heidi, I'm an actor.
Oh my God, no way.
I'm not really an actor. I just stumbled onto stage by accident at the age of 31. So anyway, yes. Anyway, so I'm an actor, and the one thing about acting is it's a profession, and these are, like I say, these are very straight up conservative people, the Gowders, kind of my hosts, and so for them, I think I was a professional, and I was in a sense the only professional on the beach. Because everyone else is a yoga teacher or a teacher or a burnt-out social workers. There's quite a few burnt-out social workers.
Yeah, that
social
I can
workers
understand.
burn out fast, it seems to me.
Oh yeah, no matter what country you're in, they burn out fast.
And so I've had that variety of from all over. So anyway, so yes, it was Jem Rolls, the respectable one, and despite the fact of the incremental kind of
Your beard.
Though in the end, this is in the show. In the end, I banged because I was a tourist from Bangalore as time went on, and they kept on coming up to me trying to buy drugs. So this meant that I looked, I was the most likely looking drug dealer out of all those foreigners. Some of whom were the most disastrous looking individuals you ever meet, who wore nothing but a tea towel for a year.
Yeah, but I know you don't sell drugs.
Yeah, no, not only do I not sell drugs, but anyway, this had to mean that I looked a more likely drug seller than any of these other people who looked very much like drug sellers to me, and some of whom were, in fact, drug sellers. Yeah, and quite more than one of them. Yeah, so that's I was Mr. Johnny Respectable.
So when you're there and you're kind of